the trigger has been pulled. I decided that when we ran out of clothes detergent, I was going to clean off the dryer and also change the kind of clothes detergent that I had. There are many reasons for this. I'll tell you about them while I'm cleaning. First, my kitchen, to keep up my daily routine. I always have to do that before I do a big job, and I really need to do that every day. Then while I clean my laundry room, which is a disaster. It has been so bad. And I'm gonna do this the really down and dirty way. I'm just gonna take it all onto the table and figure it out there. It's been like this since I started the channel, since before I started the channel. In fact, if anything, it's worse. I think I cleaned it up about 18 months ago. I don't know, time flies so fast though. But then I get things and we put it on that nice clean surface. That is our habit, and it is a habit we're getting rid of. So I feel a lot more confident that cleaning it up this time is going to work. So yeah, with all that clutter there, I really cannot get to the grunge. This brings up an interesting thing. I am reading Dana K. White's book, Decluttering at the Speed of Life, and she talks about layers. And I think she's talked about in a YouTube video as well. So there are like 3 layers: our daily cleaning, our decluttering, and then under that our cleaning, like cleaning off the dryer. I can't clean off the dryer because I haven't decluttered the dryer, and that's what I'm up to doing right now. There's a little bit of this left. Whoa. But that wasn't the only place the clutter was at. It is also in the cabinet. I kept my detergent up there because it was just so hard. I tried to manage it on the dryer, and the liquid detergent dripping and mess was even worse there because I hate getting it in the smaller bottles because it's more expensive. I like the bigger bottles. They're less expensive. But you have to use a little cup, and then you get drips coming out of the little spout. I hate liquid detergent. It's either heavy to pour or gets goopy everywhere, and it's expensive per load. And it was gradually ruining the finish on the shelves inside that cabinet. I wish I had done better camera work to show you, but here's a little close-up from my faraway position of just what it was like in there. So that's one of the reasons I want to change out the kind of detergent I have. There are so many things in the cabinet, and I found things that I forgot that I had. I found things I had intended to use and ended up being ruined because we had forgotten about them. Some spackle to clean up the little dings you get in the wall, dried up, almost unusable. A little tube of silicone stuff that I would use maybe to put around glass lids, unusable. So these are my towels and kitchen like rags and stuff. Ah, yes. Hanger for like kids. So it was like, you know, my youngest is almost 20 and I still have these, but I still have them because I love the hanger things on them. One silly moment I decided, hey, let's put the toilet paper that we need for that bathroom up there. You know, where nobody can reach it. And down here in this bathroom. Okay, let's get into this cabinet here. Ah, look at this. Hand soap. Because I like the other stuff more. Oh, can't use this. So I've just put a bunch of cleaning stuff in here, and I organized it a little while ago, but let's see. Insect repellent ends up going here. Oh, this is a weird soap. I forgot what it is for camping. That's why. All right, but look at how bad this is. So I need to organize this better. I like these. What is this? Heavy duty cleaner. This goes out in the garage actually. A good friend of mine crocheted these for me once, and I couldn't throw it away because she had crocheted them for me and brought them. It's served me well. I'm still so grateful to her, but like it's not worth it anymore to keep, and I even forgot I had it. For one last thing, I will dust in here, I'll clean in here, and then I can throw this away. Dana K. White's book, it made a lot of sense. I'm like, one of the reasons why a lot of my little areas have not been washed is because there's clutter on them. And I think there's two things happening besides the barrier that this extra stuff is. I also cannot see it as well. In my last video, I had noticed that in the middle of my bathroom declutter, and overnight, a couple nights actually, it took 2 nights for this to happen. Some of that was just left on the counter while I was in the process of doing it. And the things that I use daily, I did not put away because of all that clutter. So I really think that having a lot of clutter around can cause an amount of clutter blindness and forgetfulness as to where we actually need to put our things. Now for the harder part. I know that on my dryer, I'm going to keep the detergent, maybe the bleach, and the OxyClean. But what goes under my bathroom sink and what goes in the cabinet? The cabinet here is kind of our utility cabinet. Grabbing a flashlight when the power is out from here is a lot easier than going outside. And I'm trying to get all of our first aid stuff like all together. There's been some in the medicine cabinet, some in our bathroom, and some in there. So I really need to figure out the best place for that. But for now, here we go. Here's the hard part. And the parts that got some people a little bit, what's going on? Oh yeah, look at that. All right. We got these during COVID because that's what we could find, and I generally hate them. It's only been in the last few generations that we have been dependent on businesses, companies for the formulation of our cleaning agents. In the past, these formulations or these recipes were in the back of cookbooks, or they were passed along, mother to daughter, neighbor to neighbor. It was common knowledge. And for the most part, they knew what each thing was doing. And while I'm not one to say the past knowledge was wisdom and better than what we have today, I am one to say that it is better that we understand what is coming in our home and how it affects the environment. And, you know, maybe some of our modern illnesses are due to some of the different kinds of chemicals that we bring in to clean our homes. So in this way, having knowledge about how we can clean our homes and what all of the substances do to clean our homes we can be more self-sufficient. Not in that way that we don't need anybody, but in that way that we are empowered by knowledge and that we can make do if we don't have something on the store shelves. The more local and diversified our manufacturing, our making of things, the less reliant we are on these mega infrastructures that, if they collapsed, could make life difficult for everyone. We have been disconnected so much from our process of knowing how to clean things that we just go to the store and buy an already done product that says it can do it. It probably can, maybe it can't. Lots of claims are made that they never live up to, and we're just trying to buy this item and this item and this item. Do you see all of the different things I had piled up on the dryer and in that cabinet? Different solutions to different problems. The companies want us to feel like they have the answer for us. And I think even if we buy something that is manufactured, made to clean something, I think we need to understand why it works and how it works. So understanding what all of the things in my detergent do helps me to be less dependent on what corporations are trying to tell me is the way I need to do things, because they don't have my best interests at heart. They just want my money. And if it didn't work, maybe I'll try the next one again, you know? So, and I touched on something a little bit, frugality. It costs less per load to have the homemade detergent. I tried the homemade detergent a few years ago before I even went back to school, before I started work again, when my youngest went back to school. And then I was too busy and I didn't want to deal with making my own detergent, and, you know, so I stopped. And now I'm like, I'm ready to take control of this again. So, frugality. I hate the mess that liquid detergent gives us. And I hate being in less control of what I use to clean my house. And my fourth reason, which is possibly one of the biggest reasons that I want to change what kind of detergent I'm using, is that all liquid detergents use plastic containers, and they are single-use plastics. And to get it to be recyclable, I have to spend a lot of time cleaning it out. And it's very frustrating, and it really is about as much time as it takes to make my own detergent. And making my own detergent, I can get items that come to me in cardboard boxes. I need to go get the ingredients to make my homemade detergent, and I want to show you just what this looks like. So I'm going to the store because I have run out of laundry detergent. I've looked up several solutions, so I think I've landed on one now. Single-use plastics are a problem in this world. I mean, look, here's baked goods, foods packed in plastic, so much plastic. More food in plastic. Plastic. Oh, there's some cardboard. Cardboard in plastic. Plastic and cardboard. Plastic. Plastic. Oh, look. Favorite hot chocolate brand. Used to be in cardboard, now it's in plastic. So as we go down the aisle here, I want you to look. We have these containers of liquid detergent. We just carry these home without even thinking. And these are what we call single-use plastics. They are responsible for so much of the garbage that we generate. Plastic, plastic, plastic. On the other side, lots of plastic here. But here now we have powdered options. This is a cardboard box, and that is a lot better. Now there's a little bit of plastic in it to prevent moisture from getting into this and making it not being able to work, clumpy, and sometimes even reactions might happen, so it doesn't work very well. You know, but it's a very, very thin layer of plastic as opposed to this, where all the structures of plastic. It's thinner than even your plastic wrap, probably. And now here we have dry laundry detergent. Oh, in the plastic bags. Not recyclable even. But the solution is down here. I can make my own laundry detergent. Is this open? Nope. All right. Not leaking. I need borax. I need what they call washing soda, which is sodium carbonate, as opposed to baking soda, which is sodium bicarbonate. We could put baking soda in it, but not the recipe I'm using. And this, all right, is a Laundry Barn stain remover. I don't know if it's made out of Castile soap. Can you read this? Yes, everybody, I need glasses.
Sodium toluate and a sodium palmate, sodium cocaine, and or sodium palm candle, water frequency, coconut acid, palm currant acid, tail acid, sodium chloride, glycerin, chloride.
So it doesn't really say if it's like a Castile soap. And that's what I'm looking for, is a Castile soap. Let's go to cosmetics and personal care. Also, if we want to soften everything, a whole nother row of plastic. And look on the other side, more plastic. Again, plastic. When I was growing up, it was all bars. Like, we did not have liquid soap in the bath, and now we do. And it takes up so much single-use plastic. But here's what I'm looking for, and it's the last one. I'm getting the last one. Okay?
Okay.
I mean, there's a few more bars of soap down at the bottom. Like, oh, and if you want, you can get really expensive.
I like an actual pine tar.
Yeah. Yeah, even the fancy, expensive, I'm good for the environment kind of stuff, it's in plastic. This is Castile soap, and it's very gentle. It does not have very much in it, and it gets it done. I forgot the soap making process, but you can shave this soap into your clothes washing detergent. And let's go home and do that. And I forgot my shopping bags, but I'll just use that for bathroom garbage bag. That's what I do. I need 1 bar of Castile soap, a cup of washing soda, a cup of borax, and 1/4 cup of citric acid. Yes, I know, citric acid with the soda. I'll tell you why this works in just a little bit. First, I need to grate my bar of soap. I hate it when it gets down to like, oh, am I gonna scrape my hand? It's okay. I looked through a lot of resources and landed on this particular recipe because we have hard water. First, some Castile soap, and that's going to be the surfactant that's going to take the dirt off from the clothes and throw it into the water. The borax and the washing soda both help soften the water and make it a lot easier for that soap to work. And when we add the citric acid, those two are both bases, but it combines with them to make something called sodium citrate, which binds with the calcium and the magnesium ions that are in the hard water that makes the soap not work. And let's try this. It says to put only about a teaspoon in a high efficient HE in a high efficiency washer. I could just sprinkle it around in there, but I want to do what this washer says it can do, and it says liquid detergent, remove tray for powder. So I want to put the powder in here. I will be especially interested to see what happens here. A little bit of my oxygen cleaner. I love watching it spin. It's testing itself. First it's putting water in there. Ooh, that means it's probably putting soapy water already. This is the way I usually do my towel, so I want to give it the same treatment that they usually do, except for the laundry detergent. Another concept from Dana K. White's book and all of her ideas that she has on our channel, the visibility rule. Work with what's visible first. I've kind of done that, but not exactly done that. I will have a lot more to say about her book in my next video. So just really rough math. About $1 for a cup of the borax, about 90 cents for a cup of the washing soda, about $1.35 for the bar of soap, and about $1.20 for the quarter cup of citric acid. That works out to be about $4.45 for 60 loads. Go find that somewhere else. If I do 2 of those, that makes it $8.90 for 120 loads. So it is quite a bit less. We will see how this turns out, and I will keep you updated on that. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful day and go conquer your mess.